Hey guys, and welcome to Unit 2, Part 5. We are going into the states of consciousness section where we see how we sleep, why it's important for our health and well-being, why it was even a thing, how much sleep you need, and how it affects our brain and can alter some of our reactions. So, stream of consciousness is a term that was coined by William James. And if you recall back to Unit 1, he is one of our more well-known psychologists. He wanted to look at what our brains did, how they worked, and looked at all the different changes between sensations, images, thoughts, and feelings. So some of you guys could look at a picture and get a different reaction compared to someone next to you. Consciousness is an individual's awareness of external events and internal sensations under a condition of arousal, including awareness of self and thoughts about one's experiences. So, you guys are sitting here, you're probably very conscious that you are listening to a video or watching the words go across the screen, but you might not really be very conscious of the amount of times you're blinking or how you are breathing until I say it. Awareness is just your global brain workspace, so where you are aware. Typically, you're very aware when you hear your name. Arousal, whether you are more sleep deprived or you're very well rested, could make a difference on how well you are aware of something. And then metacognition, thinking about thinking, and that's a very important word. Why are you nervous before exam? If you study, you're more likely going to do better, but why are you nervous? Why aren't you excited and you hope to do well? Or why aren't you, eager to see how hard you studied and if your hard work's going to pay off? So why do we need sleep? It's a natural state. Our body needs to do it, and it helps build brain cells, and we reverse the loss of consciousness. Do we still need dreams? How many of you guys have had a dream in the last month? I can tell you that every single one of you have had a dream. Everybody dreams every single night. Now, whether you remember it or not, or whether you are aware of it or not, is a totally different thing. So our biological rhythms play a part into sleep. Whether or not we have a rise or fall of hormones, and brain activity can alter sleep. This is why you see a jump in the teenage years where you need more sleep. You're going through so many more hormonal changes than younger kids or older people. Our circadian rhythm is the biological clock, your body rhythm, your 24-hour cycle of day and night. And this is where you're sleeping and you're waking, your body temperature, your blood pressure level, your blood sugar level. All things need to stay at a specific rate and pace. The SCN is a small brain structure that uses input from the retina to kind of get the whole daily cycle of light and dark. The body monitors that change and sends information to different parts of our brain that help with sleep and wake. Desynchronization of your biological clock can throw off your schedule. If you guys were to fly out to California, spend a week there, probably the last 3 or 4 days for day 3 and 4, you're pretty well adjusted to the time difference. And when you come back and you're jet lagged, it's hard to get back in that schedule, and you were only off of it for a week. Work shifts, when they're changing, especially like police officers that have to do 7 to 11, 11 to 7, vice versa. Nurses that are night shift sometimes and then day shift other times, this can really mess around with throwing your biological clock off. One of the huge things is that it does give you an increased risk of heart disease as well as stomach disorders. Sometimes just to reset your biological clock, you might have to wake yourself up earlier or stay up a little bit late so you're in sync with the daylight, or even taking melatonin that helps you go to sleep. But why do we really even need sleep? One, avoid injury, saving energy. And if you think back to our more primitive states, if we were super tired, do you think we would go catch that woolly mammoth? No. It helps restore, replenish, and rebuild brain and body cells. It can help us break down proteins. Helps the synaptic connections between neurons. It helps with emotional experiences and helps with long-term memory. So we need sleep more than ever, and you guys as teenagers need way more sleep than the normal human. And when you do sleep, you need to make sure you're in specific sleep stages. Different parts of the brain stop communicating and your consciousness fades. You can see some of this activity with the EEGs, which you guys learned about a couple videos ago. But what's pretty cool is that even though parts of your brain are asleep, sort of, and aren't communicating, other parts of your brain are super active, and with the EEG, you guys can see that. If you look here, you see a couple of the different sleep stages. 1 through 4 is non-REM and REM. And then stage 5 is your REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep. And this is where you do most of your dreaming. And it lasts for around 10 minutes the first time you go into the cycle and up to 1 hour in the last. And this is why you dream every single night. This is your deep sleep. If you are suddenly awakened from this, this is why you feel more tired. Sleeping in the brain helps with neurotransmitter activity. When you're in stages 1 through 4, your neurotransmitters exchange drops. When you go into REM, though, acetylcholine or ACH increases, and then it ends with the increase of serotonin and norepinephrine. Our bodies, to make sure we feel more well rested, try to wake us up before we're in another REM period, so they'll wake us up right after we get out of REM. So as you can see, sleep is super important. Most people need at least 7 to 9 hours. Teenagers need more. A pretty cool fact, which if you pay attention to this, make sure you draw this, a dolphin. Just a simple little dolphin somewhere in the bottom corner. But dolphins, porpoises, and whales sleep with only one side of their brain at a time, which is very weird. But I hope you guys enjoy your day, and see you guys soon. Bye.